Hey guys, Melissa here. In this video, I'll show you how I wrap this big, thick stone here. I used my simple wrapping design to wrap the stone, but since it was so thick, I had to use more wires, which made for a thicker, sturdier frame. If you want to see my original video, I'll link that above. But if you want to see how I wrap this one, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alright, so let's get started. I have this fat stone here. I had already made a simple pendant design using round wire in the past, but that was a pretty thin stone. I only needed 3 wires to wrap that stone. But what if you got a fat stone? Like this one, look how thick that is. You might want to add more wires. And that's what I'd want to do with this one. So I'm going to do that design using 4 wires. I think that would be a good amount. Let me measure this really quick. Let you know how big this stone is. It's 29 millimeters by 13 millimeters. Look at that, it is 7 millimeters thick, pretty thick. And this is Labradorite, if you don't already know. I picked out sterling silver. Labradorite always looks good with sterling silver. You can use copper too. It's always good to practice on copper. This happens to be 20 gauge round sterling silver, and I always use dead soft. And I already measured all the way around the stone, which came out to 3 inches, and I'm just gonna double that. This is a simple design. I don't need a lot of wire for it. I'm gonna cut 4 pieces that are 6 inches in length. I have myself a 6-inch ruler here. Okay, so 4 of them, you lay them next to each other. That covers the stone pretty good here. Next, we're gonna weave these together. And I've got 28 gauge sterling silver here, all set in a bobbin. And we're gonna just weave a little tiny bit here to cover the bottom of the stone. I'm gonna grab it with my wooden ring clamp here. Roughly mark out my center. So I think I want to weave about 6 millimeters. So 3 millimeters on either side. Today I want to do a sumac weave. I've got 4 wires in my clamp, and I'm going to weave up, and we're going to count the wires from the bottom up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. To anchor my weaving wire, I'm going to go in between 1 and 2, and then bring it over and wrap it around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I use a guitar pick to smoosh them down, which I find is the easiest way for me. Okay, now we're gonna go around 1 and 2, come out between 1 and 2, go above and around in between 3 and 4, come out between 2 and 3, go up around 4, 3 and 4 I mean, come out between 3 and 4, and up around 4 again, go down, come out between 2 and 3, and go up around 3, come out between 1 and 2, and go up around 2, go down, go around 1, and repeat that pattern, go up around 1 and 2, come out between 1 and 2, go up around 2 and 3, come out between 2 and 3, go up around 3 and 4, come out between 3 and 4, and up around 4 again, come down, come out between 2 and 3, up around 3, out between 1 and 2, up around 2, go around number 1, go up around 1 and 2, come out between 1 and 2, up around 2 and 3, out between 2 and 3, up around 3 and 4, come out between 3 and 4, and around again, come out between 2 and 3, up around 3, between 1 and 2, up around 2, then up around 1. A little ways to go still. Just a couple millimeters. Let's go one more pass. Push that in. Let's end it with 3 reps on the number 1 wire. Okay, and snip it. And move that up towards the center. Smoosh. That looks pretty centered. So now we're working with a little bit of a rectangle stone. Keep my weave compressed. Kind of bend my front wires up a little bit. Same with the back. Compress my weave and bend them up. But these 2 middle wires I want going up the sides of the stone. So I'm going to kind of put a sharper bend in them using my flat nose pliers as leverage. I want these side wires to hug the stone a little bit. This side with the anchor wires I'm going to leave in the back. And these front wires I want to crisscross. And the back wires I want to crisscross as well. Pretty much the same angle as the front. These side wires are going to bring together as well, but I'm going to angle them up. So they lay flat against each other, or next to each other. The front wire I want to be the innermost wire on either side, so I just kind of got to turn them and bend them so they converge with the other side. So we're going to weave them together with the same sumac weave as we used before. Try to get them as parallel as possible, and you can start weaving. Same as before, anchor down. We can adjust them later. I just want to get the weave started. That looks pretty good so far. And I keep going to about an inch or so I can make a nice size bail. looks good, I think. Let's anchor it. Okay, got the front one. Let's get this in there. Actually, let me do the backs first. Make sure they're wrapped around the stone and locking it in. We'll bring them up towards your frame. And you're going to wrap them around the frame. Let's start wrapping one side. Kind of curl it around. Get these guys out of the way. They might be confusing. I want them to look pretty even from the back and the front as well. I don't want to tighten them down too much yet. See, they're going to cross. They're going to go above the back wires. So now that we have wires going in every direction, we can start slowly tightening everybody up and making sure nothing gets misshapen in the process. Just take your time. See, am I ready to snip yet? I think I'll snip the back wires. Just need to tighten up the front wires now. I kind of grab the little coil and twist to tighten gently. I'm going to snip these off, press them down in the back. Easier said than done. Just gotta get it from the right angle. There we go. Press them down, even them out. Now we gotta work on the bail. I have a pair of bail pliers here, which makes things a lot easier. You can use anything round. I'll bring the two middle ones through the center. And the outer ones on the outside. And we just tie them down. One going up, one going down. This side's a little bit short. That's why it's important to make sure everything's centered. And you have even amounts on either side. Cut this guy short. It's not too shabby. If you feel you want more support on the back and you don't want your weave to move, you can come through and adjust your back wires. That'll give your back more support and keep your weave from moving. Okay, so here's the finished pendant. The front and the back. I decided to oxidize it a bit with some jacks. All I did was paint it on and polish it off. Alright, so this is my simple pendant wrap for thick stones. As you can see, to accommodate the thicker stone, the wrap has to be a little more substantial as well. So it's not as dainty as my other pendant that I made in the video here. But I think it turned out pretty good. Still using round wire. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And And my question of the week is, since we are into October already and Halloween is upon us, what is your favorite holiday? One of mine is Halloween. I love the spooky vibe, watching horror movies, decorating the house for Halloween, all that stuff. Let me know in the comments what your favorite holiday is. If you like this tutorial, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. I put new videos out each week. Have a great week and I'll see you next time.